You're about to unlock one of the strangest truths about female attraction. It's not the way you look. It's not the way you speak. It's not even about money or power, at least not in the way you've been told. It's psychological, primal, and almost every man gets it completely wrong. See, there's something most women won't say out loud, because they don't even fully understand it themselves, but it drives their behavior. It determines who they obsess over and who they forget. You've probably seen it. The guy she can't stop texting, even though he barely responds. The one she tells you is toxic, but still stalks his profile at 2 a.m. The man she says isn't good for her, yet still dreams about. And the weird part? That guy isn't necessarily better looking. He doesn't always have more status. But he knows something you don't. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use that same hidden psychology, without games, without lies, to make her obsessed with you. It starts with uncertainty, not disrespect, not manipulation, not emotional abuse. Uncertainty, the oldest psychological hook in human behavior. When something is predictable, it gets ignored. But when something is unpredictable, it hijacks attention. It creates obsession. Think about it. What holds your attention longer? A movie where you know exactly what happens next, or one where you can't tell what's coming? It's the same with you. The guys who make her obsessed don't try to. They don't chase. They don't explain themselves. They don't reveal every thought, every feeling, every plan. They move through life with a kind of grounded mystery, the kind that says, I don't need you to understand me. I'm already whole without your validation. That's the weird psychology. Obsession doesn't come from closeness. It comes from tension, from a sense of almost knowing someone, but never quite having all of them. You're probably thinking, so I just have to act cold and distant? No, that's fake. That's reactive. That's what insecure men do when they're trying to mimic strength. What actually works is when you are fully rooted in your own frame, when your attention is a privilege, not a default setting, when your world is so full, so focused, that you can feel it, because she's not the center of it. The average guy? He pours all his energy into her. Quick replies, constant compliments, little check-ins. He gives her emotional security before she's earned it. And that's the problem.
We don't obsess over what we can control. We obsess over what we can't. When a woman knows she can have your attention anytime, she stops craving it. But when your attention is rare, intentional, and only offered when she meets your standard, you flip the script. And that's when the obsession begins. You become the question she can't answer. Why do I think about him so much? Why didn't he double text? Why do I feel like I need to earn his time? And it starts to mess with her. Not in a cruel way, but in a way that's new, refreshing, irresistible. Because most guys give it all away up front. Attention, energy, affection, everything dumped on the table in the first few days. There's no edge, no mystery, no space to imagine. But you move different. You're warm, but detached. You're present, but not eager. You're engaging, but not overexposed. You make her feel seen, but not entitled to your time. And that dynamic creates pull. It creates chase. Here's the part that most men miss. Obsession is created in her mind, not through your words. It's not about what you say, it's about what you withhold. The unspoken, the gaps, the silence between your messages, the moments where she wonders, what's he doing right now? That's the real hook. You're not love bombing. You're not ignoring, you're building contrast. Because contrast is power. She feels a difference when she talks to you. It's not fake, not forced. It's just that you're not like every other guy who throws himself at her feet for a scrap of attention. You're not a follower in her story. You're the man she doesn't fully understand yet. And that drives her crazy in the best way. Because in a world where everyone overshares, overreacts, and overreaches, you become the one man she can't figure out. And what she can't figure out, she starts to fantasize about.
And once a woman starts fantasizing, she's already emotionally invested. Not because you manipulated her, not because you played her, but because you gave her space to imagine you. And imagination is more powerful than reality. That's the weird psychology. It's not about making her laugh more, texting her good morning every day, or sending the perfect meme. It's about becoming a presence in her mind that she can't shake. And presence doesn't come from effort. It comes from restraint. You pull her in by not always being available. You make her crave you by not giving everything away too soon. You make her respect you by living a life so purpose-driven that she feels lucky just to be part of it. Here's the secret. Obsession is rooted in uncertainty and respect, and you only earn both by being a man of direction. When she knows that you have something more important than her, your mission, your vision, your standard, she stops seeing you as another guy trying to impress her, and starts seeing you as someone she doesn't want to lose access to. Most men think, if I show her how much I care, she'll choose me. But showing too much too soon, that kills polarity. That kills mystery. That kills desire. Women don't want to feel like the finish line. They want to run towards something that challenges them, that makes them question themselves, that makes them earn what they get. And when your presence creates that challenge, she becomes addicted to the process, to the unknown, to the possibility that she might get more of you, but never all of you. That's the paradox. You give her just enough to feel something, and hold back just enough to make her feel hungry. And that hunger, that's what becomes obsession.